What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. Today we're going to do something a little bit different, something I've never done before but I've always wanted to do. We're going to wrap my car. So if I'm not mistaken, this is still the most hated car on the internet right now. This is my 2024 Dodge Charger. That's right, it's a two-door, but it is a Charger. And this is the Scat Pack. It's the Daytona Stage 2. This is as good as it gets. 670 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 3.3 and the quarter mile in 11 seconds. Just to put that into comparison for those that seem to think this car is slow, you must think the C7 Z06 is slow, because the C7 Z06 is about the same. It does the quarter mile in 11 seconds, just like this car. 0 to 60 is around 2.9 seconds from a 650 horsepower Z06 Corvette. So very similar specs here, but yet everybody seems to think this car is slow. Well, remember that next time you see one of these on the road. Remember that the Stage 2 has got all of it, guys, and it is very comparable to a Z06. Now, when I first saw this car, I immediately had an idea. I just wasn't sure if it was something I was going to go through with. And it's the first time I've ever come up with an idea like this, and it will make this car a one of one. Now, that could be a good thing. It could also be a bad thing. It's going to be controversial to some people that get in their feelings, but it is what it is. I saw this car and I thought, man, I do see a lot of the styling cues to the 60s Dodge Charger. I really do. Maybe you don't see it, but I do, and I love it. And the first thing that came to my mind was the General Lee from the Dukes of Hazzard. So I thought, let's find out if we can get somebody to wrap this car. And yes, we're going all the way. We have the General Lee flag, all right, also known as the Confederate flag, but I'm calling it the General Lee flag because this is going to be a tribute to the Dukes of Hazzard, okay? And just to start the video out before people say, oh my God, the flag is, just don't, please, come on, okay? That's not about any of that stuff, okay? It's about a tribute to the Dukes of Hazzard. I thought it'd be really cool to take a brand new and electric, of all things, Dodge Charger and try to duplicate the Dukes of Hazzard. Now, we don't have a push bar. I've looked far and wide trying to figure out if we could find some kind of a way of putting even a fake push bar just to give it the aesthetic. I haven't found anything that's going to work yet. I'm also trying to figure out how to get the Dukes of Hazzard horn on this car. I think I figured out a way to do it. We'll come back to that later. But first, I want to get the wrap. So obviously we have to change the car from white to orange. I have a decal kit that came all the way from the Ukraine, and this decal kit replicates the original TV show, not movie cars, the original TV show cars in dimensions, look, style, everything, 100%. So we're going to have the 01 on the side. We're going to have General Lee. Hopefully it fits up here. We're going to have the Confederate flag up here, and then there's a couple other little decals that'll go on the car, and there should be hidden on the rear quarters, kind of ghosted into the wrap, my channel, Auto Auction Rebuilds. You'd have to really look to see it because it's going to be like a sticker that's under the wrap, so it'll be almost ghosted into the wrap. I think it's going to come out looking really, really good, guys. And the people we found to do it are about 28 minutes away. They're up in Edmond. And I think we need to go up there because I'm running late. I had a flat tire this morning on this car. The passenger rear tire was almost completely flat, so obviously I ran over something. But why don't we get in the car? Let's get this bad boy up to the wrap place. And let's get her wrapped. So the shop that's agreed to do this for us is Precision Films in Edmond, Oklahoma. Not sponsored in any way, shape, or form. This wrap is going to cost me $4,000. And the decal kit that I have in the back there from the Ukraine cost me another $300. So I'm spending quite a bit of money to get this deal done. But it's something I just thought was so cool and so unique, I had to do it. I'm dropping the car off with them today. They said there's as of the filming of this video, just for transparency, today for me is July 1st, okay? Obviously, we have July 4th coming up, and then there's a weekend. They told me this car should be done somewhere around July 10th, which is perfect because I need a break, so I'm about to take a vacation up to Indiana. When I say vacation, what I mean is I'm going to go to Indiana and find out how much damage was done by the tree falling on my uncle's house. Then I'm going to have contractors come out and try to figure out how much it's going to cost to do some repairs. So not really a vacation, but it's as close as I'm going to get to one. Now, I did check around on the internet. I wanted to see if somebody else had come up with the idea and implemented it, and thankfully nobody has. And I'm not sure if that's because it's too controversial or if just nobody thought of it, but nobody else has actually taken one of these electric chargers and done a Dukes of Hazzard themed wrap on it. So this is going to be really unique, and if you see one of these cars rolling around looking like the Dukes of Hazzard's Dodge Charger, well, you can pretty much guarantee it's gonna be me. Feel free to take pictures, share to social media, and tag me in them. I'd love to see who all catches this car out in the wild, mainly because I rarely ever drive this car. Now, one of the questions I've already seen on social media is, can you do that to a lease? Because this is a leased car. I have 3 years on this lease, and that's why I want to do something different. This car, although I'm very upside down from all of my other cars, this is the car that's getting me out from under all that negative equity. In 3 years, I walk away without the car, but I also walk away without any debt, and that is going to be really, really nice. So I thought we ought to do something special, something to kind of celebrate getting out of debt. And yes, I did check, and you can wrap a leased car. Why? Well, there's a couple of reasons. Number one, it's not hurting the car. You're not permanently changing the car. A wrap actually protects the paint. Think of it as kind of a PPF film that's protecting the paint of your car. So they're going to clean up the paint and everything. They're going to give it a good detail, and then they're going to put the wrap over it. And the wrap will absorb any scratches, scuffs, and even minor rock chips and stuff during the course of the next 3 years. The best part is, I talked to Tony over at David Stanley. He's the one that hooked me up with this company to begin with. This company, from what I understand, does mostly high-end cars, you know, high-end Mercedes and Ferraris, Lamborghinis, McLarens, things of that nature. So I'm glad that they're willing to take on an old Dodge Charger. But Tony told me, as long as the wrap is in good shape, when I turn the car in, they will accept it wrapped. Now that's pretty cool because I assumed I was going to have the wrap removed. So when I made the appointment, I asked them up front, how much is it going to cost me in 3 years when I have to remove this wrap? And they said, oh, it's not going to be any big deal at all. They only use the highest quality of films and materials. They said because of that, in 3 years, if I need to remove the wrap, it would cost $600. They said the wrap will still be relatively fresh in 3 years, and it will pull right off the car really easily. So for anybody wondering if we've had any more issues with the car, we have 2 issues currently. Nothing that prevents me from driving. And one of them is kind of weird. It seems like whenever I put the car in park, my reverse camera comes on. I haven't figured that one out yet. I probably need to take it back to the dealer. And I got a letter in the mail stating that my car has a recall on it. So I guess at some point I'll need to take it in for the recall. It looks like the recall is only for the exhaust. The car is supposed to make noise when you're driving it so that pedestrians know that you're around. Whatever, but yeah, the car apparently, according to federal law, has to make noise so that you don't run over people. So I have to take it in, and they have to do some kind of a software update to make sure that the car is always making noise. And hopefully they can do something to make sure that, you know, when I put it in park, the reverse camera doesn't come, which isn't that big of a deal. It's weird to put the car in park and have your backup camera come on. In fact, why don't I pull over real quick and let's see if it'll do it. We'll do it as soon as we get on the highway. We'll pull over and we'll put it in park and we'll see if it does it today. It did it all day yesterday, consistently. The car currently has 3,383 miles on it, and I have had it for 3 months now. I believe we're on month 3. which isn't bad because I tend to drive about 60,000 miles a year. But since it's a lease, obviously we can't be doing those kinds of miles on a lease, or I might as well buy the car. Speaking of, there is a buyout option. Let's see what happens here. It didn't do it. It didn't do it. Okay. Anyway, there is a buyout option on this car, and I thought it was interesting because if I do the lease payments and I do the buyout at the end of the lease, which maybe I will, I don't know. It depends on how much I end up loving this car. It also depends on how much technology changes in the next 3 years with Stellantis. If they do come out with the Banshee, or they come out with this new battery technology, this new battery technology is supposed to give the car something like 600 miles of range, and it can charge from like 0 to 80 in something like 10 minutes, which is absolutely insanity. Like, that is where battery technology gets to a point where it actually surpasses gasoline cars. Very few gasoline or diesel vehicles are going to be able to go 600 miles after filling up their tank for 10 minutes. So if technology gets us there, that would be a game changer, and I would probably dump this car immediately and get a different one. However, if nothing else comes out and I really just fall in love with the car and the wrap and everything, maybe I'll keep it. And the interesting thing, and I still recommend, if you're interested in one of these cars, you should probably go and get one, and I highly recommend you lease one. Because if you go to buy one, these things are going to still run you, $60,000, $65,000, I think, is what they're going for the Stage 2 Daytona Scat Pack. On the lease end of things, by the time you're done with your lease payments, there's a buyout. I don't remember exactly what it is, but it's something like $30,000 plus the lease payments. You end up paying 50 grand. 50. So it's way cheaper to lease the car. And then at the end of it, if you hate the car, you can just get rid of it. But if you love it and you want to keep it, you can actually get it cheaper than if you were buying it directly from the dealership. So in my opinion, lease is the only way to go, and I really don't see myself traditionally buying a car ever again. It's not to say I won't buy out a lease at some point, but I just don't see myself ever going in to buy any car ever again. Guys, we're on the road. We got about half an hour to go. Let's get to the shop. We'll drop this thing off, and when we come back, she's going to be a completely different car. All right, guys, so it's time for the big reveal. I'm standing here looking at it, and I can't believe it. There's like, what do you call this on the rear bumper here? It's like ghosted.
Embossed.
Embossed.
It's embossed, yep. So we embossed it under the vinyl, so you really can't see it, but if you get up on it, it's very, very noticeable. And it kind of gives you that last little finishing touch, it's like icing on the cake. Yeah.
Well, let me see if I can get, I don't know if this camera is good enough to get the detail in this, man, because this is wild. If you blink, you'll miss it. Take a look at this. That is my channel's logo right under the wrap. Mm-hmm. And then you guys made this for me too. Now I've got a QR code, so when people see it and they're like, who is this racist man driving around? I'm gonna go, yeah, well, here you go. All you gotta do is just take your phone, take a picture, and it should take you straight to my channel. So
absolutely.
You can tell me exactly how you feel by clicking that QR code.
Absolutely.
She came out really, really nice. I love the orange you guys picked out is amazing.
Yep, it's a high gloss orange, so it'll appear more like paint than most vinyl.
Yeah, this to me does not look like vinyl, but I've never had a car wrapped before. It's the first time, so. And then, of course, what everybody's waiting to see. There it is. And no, this does not have anything to do with racism or any of that stuff. It's simply, it's remaking a car that I loved watching as a child.
Absolutely.
The Dukes of Hazzard. There was nothing ever that I can remember in the Dukes of Hazzard that was ever racist. I never saw anything like that. It was two guys that loved trying to run from the law.
Yep.
And basically just being disobedient.
Absolutely.
They were rebels.
Yep.
That's all it was. So for the people that are going to come out with nasty comments, you can just save it. It's not about that. It's just taking something new and trying to turn it into something that was old. And this is the first Charger two-door that they've made in, well, probably since then, I think. So I felt it was only right to do it justice and get the orange wrap, get the old ones on the side, and just recreate it. I appreciate you guys doing this.
That's great.
We called several places, and a lot of places did not want to touch it. They wanted nothing to do with it.
That's insane.
Yeah, they were like, nah, we're good.
We always like the challenge.
was the flag a challenge to put on? That's a big piece of...
It actually was a little bit goofy because whoever made it, they made it wet. So you couldn't stretch and pull it and contour it, right? So you just get it wet and then slowly work all the fingers out, basically. So you just had to take it really, really slow. But no, other than that, it wasn't that bad. You just had to make sure it was straight, so when you look at it, it wasn't
right.
Like Crazy Eyes did it.
I can't say how good this orange looks. Seriously, I think you nailed the color, man. Look at that. It looks like a totally different car with just a color change. I think this car is going to get a lot of attention.
I bet it is.
I'm hoping that it's going to be mostly good attention and not rocks being thrown through the windows. But, well, what's your guys' social media? I'm going to include all of this, and the name is Precision.
Yep, it's
and you're,
Precision Films.
You're up here in I almost said Indianapolis. You're wrong state. You're up here in Edmond.
Yes, sir.
And you got a phone number people can call if they're actually interested in work, not to call and bother these guys. But, I mean, if you're interested in getting some work done out here.
Our number is 405-849-6600. Our social media is at Precision Films OKC. And anything else, the website is precisionfilmsokc.com.
That should be really easy to remember.
Absolutely.
That's not difficult, guys.
Nope.
So I'll put links, though, just in case. I'll throw some links in there for these guys as well. I think now I'm going to take this thing and I'm going to go drive around and start seeing what people do. You know, chunking AAA batteries or D-cell batteries or bricks or whatever. I'm hoping the car gets a lot of positive feedback because I think it looks really good.
Yeah.
You guys did a great job on it. They picked the color. Like, I didn't pick the color. You guys picked the color for it to resemble as closely as possible what the TV show looked like.
Absolutely.
And the stickers came from the Ukraine. That was crazy that I had to order Dukes of Hazzard stickers from the Ukraine. But they apparently tried really hard to duplicate the TV show, so it would be as real to life in size and color as possible. I think they did it for it's basically stickers, right? Is that what they are?
Yeah, they're just stickers.
Okay.
You can pull them off and just rock the orange if you wanted.
Oh, don't say that, because then now people are going to walk up to it and be like, yeah, this. How much to put them back on again?
Well, the letters are actually permanent adhesive, so they ain't going to come off.
Oh, okay.
Easy.
Okay, good,
the orange
good.
will come off easier than that will.
Well, guys, I'm going to take this thing out and go cruising around. And if you need a wrap done or any custom work like this, you guys they did this for me. I didn't send them anything but the vector, and then I think you guys had to even edit that because it wasn't. Yeah. So like they can do this kind of stuff for you. You said this is legal because it's
window perf.
Yeah, you can see through it.
Yep.
And it's perfectly legal, and it still works. And I think it does a good job of getting the advertising across too. Oh, and you guys do airplanes and
we do everything.
Trains? You ever had a locomotive?
Well, we definitely specialize in vehicles. We like to call ourselves film specialists. So like, it doesn't matter if we're putting it on a car, a house, a boat, a commercial building. We're just film specialists, so we know the right film for that application. Okay. Well, I can tell you from experience here, they did a great job on this. And I'm only supposed to have this car for 3 years. You said this should be no problem. Absolutely. The wrap should absolutely hold up. I'm going to do my best to avoid car washes, automatic car washes. I just don't want to risk it. Yep. I don't want to risk it. So thank you, gentlemen. Absolutely. I appreciate you for taking on the job and doing a good job. And I'm going to take it out, and we're going to see what people think of it. Perfect. Awesome. Man, I've missed driving this car. Wow. Wow. I forgot how quick this bad boy was. This is, come on now. Get out the way. Jeez, man. Woo. Oh, it's an adrenaline rush. I'm sorry. I don't care how many people say this car is not fast. You're wrong. You're so wrong, man. And I'll bet the majority of people that claim this car is not fast have never driven one.
They've never driven one. This car is, not only is it fast, it's quick. It is absolutely quick. Oh man, and people breaking their necks. I've already caught 2 or 3 dudes taking pictures as they was rolling by me, man. So that's good. That's what I want. I wanted the car to get some attention. I want people to look at it and go, I want people to look at it and go, what the hell is that?
Sunny Lane Road.
It's a Dodge Charger, man. It's a Dodge Charger, just like from the Dukes of Hazzard. Okay, it's not like the Dukes of Hazzard at all, because this is electric, and there's a lot of people saying it's sacrilege. I don't know. I think it's cool. I wanted to recreate something that was fun from my youth and kind of modernize it and bring it up here to 2025, and I think we've done that, guys. It's amazing. The way people are looking at the car, some people are going to love it, some people are going to hate it, some people are going to think it's got something to do with being racist, and, you know, those people they're ignorant. That's what it is. They're ignorant, if that's what you think when you see this car. When you see this car, you should think, you know what? That's weird, but it's kind of cool. Somebody recreated an electric version of the Dukes of Hazzard car, the General Lee. I personally am loving the look of the car, and I think the majority of people are going to enjoy it for what it is. It's nothing more than a recreation of a TV show that I think a lot of us enjoyed when we were younger. And I have given it a name, even though it is my version of the General Lee. I decided it made more sense to call it the General Lee V, as in L-E-E-V. It's still the General Lee, just put a V at the end of it because it is an electric vehicle. I don't know, kind of a play on words there. I thought it was cool. You guys can tell me what you think below. I can't wait to see the comments on this car. I'll tell you what I'm going to do right now, though. Oh my God. Come on, man. This car is so much fun to drive. One of the best parts for me is that I've got the only one in existence. There is not another one of this electric General Lee in existence as of the making of this video. I have no doubt that some people are going to see it and they're going to want to do it for themselves, and I say go for it. Have fun. It is so enjoyable to be riding around in a modernized General Lee. The graphics kit, if you want the graphics kit, I ordered mine from Ukraine. I don't remember exactly where it was, but if you look it up, it's a high quality kit and it's not cheap. It ran me about $350. The wrap itself, hell, anybody can do the wrap, guys. You got to find somebody willing to do it, but anybody can do the wrap. And to give you an idea of what it costs, for me, I did not do the door jams or the hood jams or trunk or any of that. I wanted it just to look orange from the outside. It'll probably all be removed by the time I return this when the lease is over. The wrap cost me $4,000, and then to have them create that custom logo on the back and the QR code, print it and install it, all in taxes and everything, we're looking at $4,300 total, plus the $350 that I paid for the graphics kit. So overall, not too shabby. To remove this, if I wanted it removed professionally, they said that this in 3 years will peel right off, no big deal, but they told me if I want to have it professionally removed, they'll charge me $600 to take this stuff off, and it'll be returned right back to the color it was originally, which is white. Now, there are a couple things that we're still missing from this car that I'm trying to figure out how to work out. One of them is the horn. We could go electric with like a remote control where you just push it. That would probably be the easiest. That would probably make the most sense to do that way, but nothing quite sounds like the air horns playing Dixie. So I don't know, but for that you need the compressor, and there's some other things. I think there's a relay you got to wire in. You got to be very careful wiring things in to an electric car. Sometimes they don't like that very much. So we'll figure that out down the road. And then, of course, a lot of you probably noticed it's missing the push bar, the little push bar. I haven't figured out how we're gonna do that either. The push bar is definitely iconic to the Dukes of Hazzard's General Lee. Unfortunately, they don't make something like that for this car, and because it's got batteries and electronics, welding something up is a no-go. We're not going to be able to weld on this car. It is a lease after all, and maybe we never put one on, but at the end of the day, I did the best I could with what I got. Now, there's the possibility that by the end of the lease, I choose to keep this car. I know what the buyout is, and it's really not much. All in, after all is said and done, the price of the car would be right around 50 grand through a lease. When you think about it, that's actually a lot cheaper to buy it out of the lease than it would be to buy it from the dealership new. I mean, these things were $80,000. They've come down in price. I think you can get them for 65, maybe 60 for a Scat Pack at this point. But still, even so, buying it out from the lease, 50 grand, guys. 50 grand. That is not a bad deal for this car, and you know, I kind of like it. Maybe it's something I'll hold on to after this is all said and done, or you know, maybe we'll send it back and do it all over again with whatever the latest and greatest Charger is from Dodge at that time. Well, we made it back to the house. It'll be interesting to park this thing out here and see what people think of it. The orange color is absolutely beautiful. Now you guys can see the white, which, like I said, I'm not really concerned about it. This is most likely a temporary wrap anyway, so all it has to do is just look good from the outside. And I'm sorry, the way the sunlight hits this thing, this is absolutely gorgeous. And again, with the embossed channel logo right here in this thing, look at that. I didn't even know you could do that. That was such a great idea. It's even got the little car up here too, guys. Well, she's already getting dirty. That's the way it goes. I think I want to get a new license plate. I think I want to get a custom plate that says GNRLLEE. I'll let you guys drop a comment below and tell me what you think. Everything held up. All the stickers made it at highway speeds. I, of course, never exceeded the speed limit. We certainly didn't hit any triple digits, and nothing fell off. That's always good. Guys, we recreated a modern version of the General Lee. Some of you are going to love it. Some of you are going to hate it. Some of you can't stand electric vehicles no matter what the situation is. And you know what? That's fine. It's America. It's a great country. We can all have a difference of opinion. We can all agree to disagree. And we can all go about our day and go about our business. So do me a favor, drop your comments below and tell me what you think of my little idea. I gotta admit, it does kind of take some balls to put the flag on top of the car. I had a lot of people that thought I wasn't gonna do it. A lot of people said, if you're gonna do it, go all the way, do it right, or don't do it at all. And I agreed with them. I was going all the way from the very beginning, guys. It was never a question about whether I was gonna put the flag on the car or not. If you're gonna do it right. And, you know, hopefully there's no consequences from it, because this is all part of that wonderful TV show that we all love to watch as kids. Remember the jumps? I would love to. Unfortunately, I'm not sure insurance would cover it if I jumped the car and completely destroyed it. I'm going to get out of here, ladies and gentlemen. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up button and let me know. Consider subscribing to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And until next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.